Recording. Recording.
All right, so welcome to the Nobody's Vintage Podcast. We are here with Mike, the Dyke Saunders, Hota, the Ho, whatever his last name is, and Wakas, the winner, Ahmed.
That was a good intro. I mean, the name of the episode was wrong. So,
Oh, yeah?
yeah, but
Good try.
it's the Nobody's Listening Podcast, not the Nobody's Vintage Podcast.
Oh, the Nobody's Listening Podcast with Mike, the Dyke, Hota, the Ho, and Wakas, the winner.
Hota the Ho. All right. I guess so, yeah.
What a dick.
Sorry, man.
That's what he says.
It just rhymes.
You know.
It rhymes.
Anyways, yeah. Welcome to the Nobody's Listening Podcast, episode 7, I believe.
I think we're at 7.
You don't even know. You weren't here for the
Yeah,
last
we're
one.
all done do it by evens.
What?
What?
We do by even numbers, right? 2, 4, 6, and then 7, 8. It makes sense, no?
No, because 7 is an odd number.
I'm saying 7 and 8 is now becomes even.
That makes no sense. I have no idea.
All right,
what you're
whatever.
saying.
Do you think?
7 and 8, and then it becomes even.
What did he just say?
I have no idea.
You know what I meant.
No, I don't know what you
No,
meant.
I was
don't.
on 1 and 2. I was on 3 and 4. Lawrence was on
5 and 6.
5 and 6, and this is 7, and then we're gonna do 8.
Oh, I get what you're
You
saying.
understand?
The episodes are recorded in 2.
Yes.
So it's always an even and an odd number.
Yes.
It always starts with the even number, is what you're saying.
No. What
It all starts with an odd number.
Yeah, it all starts with the odd number and ends with the even
Yeah, it
number.
ends with even number.
Now, what if we do 3 in one day? Fucking your shit up, huh?
Oh, then we deal with that when the time comes.
And you get the reset.
Whatever. So
Anything you want to talk about? Seems like you're often ready to go. What?
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 What are you signing?
Just
they can't
say it.
see you.
Oh, okay.
Just say it, and if it's bad, I just cut it out.
Oh, okay. I'm saying we gotta have some shit to talk about, man. Written down.
I have
We've
things to
said
talk
this.
about.
Go right ahead, homie.
I'm asking you,
Do
do
your
you have
thing.
anything to talk about?
No, my topics come off the head.
So you're gonna complain to us about
I'm
having
not
things to talk.
complaining.
So you want to bring up the suggestion that we need to have things to talk about, but you don't have things to talk about.
It just comes off the head, he said.
Yeah, man.
So then why suggest to have things to talk about?
Oh, I thought you had some.
I have a bunch of things to talk about.
And then
I got some things to rant about.
You got some things to rant about?
Yeah.
You know what?
Traffic.
Go ahead.
Traffic in
about that.
Florida.
Traffic in Florida.
Like, all right,
Oh my
one thing.
God.
Okay. If you drive slow, cool. All right. By all means, do it. Get on the fucking right side of the road, bro. Why are you going 45 on the fastest lane?
Because you live in Florida. Like the other day, I was going 65 in the far right lane, which is the slow lane here,
Mm-hmm.
and like 4 or 5 people were like flying past me. It's like, yo, this is the slow lane. This is the lane where you go the speed limit. I'm going 75 and a 65 right now, and you guys are riding my ass and then going around me like I'm in the slow lane and I'm going 10 minutes, 10 miles.
You know
above
why
the
they're
speed
riding
limit.
your ass? Because there's a slow motherfucker on the left lane, so they got to cut in.
It
That's
makes
why.
no sense.
That's why if you're slow, you stick to the right.
This is why I don't
so
have a
the
car.
motherfuckers going fast can go.
This is why I don't do it.
Yeah, but you need a car living in South Florida, bro. You need a fucking car.
Yeah.
Really, bro. It's
perfectly fine.
such a mission.
Perfectly
without a-
fine. Giving up that
I
responsibility.
I know it's perfectly fine, bro. But if you just had the car back,
It's
out
perfectly fine. As long as you don't mind being a burden on your friends.
Here,
You're
yeah,
perfectly
there
fine.
you go. I personally don't like being burdened on anybody.
But
I
the
don't.
thing-
I don't owe people money. I don't. I fucking hate that shit.
You owe me 20 bucks.
When people, yeah, we wish you probably owe me $20. That's like in actuality.
I probably do.
I got. I pull the
$20.
books out right now.
He has notes.
I
The
have
books is his
notes.
notes, and he just writes down your name and how much you owe him.
And sometimes
next
I
to
put
it.
a reason on why, because some people try to be like, no, I don't owe you this. I go, wait. This is why you owe me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Luckily, my book's cleared right now. I'm actually in a negative, about like $10,000. But
See,
that's the
so
whole
you
different
owe
story.
somebody.
But that's a car.
I don't like owing
That's-
people money.
That's my
I'm
car
at
payment.
negative
That's my car-
10,000.
That's my car payment. That doesn't count.
You see why I don't have a fucking car? I'm not in the negative 10,000, bro.
Yeah, but I have a spot. I'll make that back and more.
All right,
after.
for reference, right? Because you,
Yes.
where you were today, early today, before we came to his house, for just people who don't know, you were about 10 minutes away from where I was, correct?
I was about
Your
yeah,
office.
I was about 10
the
minutes
office,
away.
right? We got here around the same time.
Yeah, but you
Don't
but
have a
you,
car.
But you went to Joanne's though.
I did the. That's what I'm saying. I low key, I did the most, right? But I still got here same amount of time. No sweat off my back.
Is that your argument towards me?
Yeah, $10.
It
$10.
It cost you $10.
$10.
You know what it cost me?
How much?
Pennies.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to fill up your tank later this week.
Yeah,
You got a
I have
$10,000
a
debt.
Toyota Corolla that
You
I
got a
can get the-
$10,000
I can get
debt.
the Key West 330 miles and back 130 miles and still have a quarter tank left.
I can go
That
to Key
means
West if I
nothing.
want to.
Yeah, and that Uber is gonna cost you 500.
I just ride with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Exactly.
saying,
you prove my
like-
point. I'm just saying. If I
I'm
gotta
just
go to the
saying.
Keys, I just ride with you, dude. You go to the Keys all the time.
But not when you want to.
Whenever you need to. If
Whenever,
I need to
whenever
get,
I
how
want
about
to.
this?
Yeah,
How about
you're
this?
depending on me.
How about this? How about this? As a grown man, if you need to get somewhere that isn't in your immediate area, you should have the means to be able to get there.
Yes, of course.
Right? Like
You
I gotta
ride
go
a-
to
you ride a
Jacksonville.
goddamn bike
I get
if
to
you have to.
Jacksonville every week. But if I gotta go to the Keys, I'm like, oh man, I want to kick back for a couple days in the Keys. Well, Kaz drives to the Keys like every other day. Yo, Kaz, $20 lunch, and I'll roll up the whole way there. Just
No, because I'm only going on appointments and I'm only smoking in the car while I'm going to appointments.
all right, then I'll bring the dab rig.
We could do that. I hit the dabs.
We can do that.
We
I
can
hit
do
the
that.
dabs all-
We can do that.
See,
I hit
I
the
know,
dabs all the
I know my
time
guy.
Easy.
That
while I'm driving.
I'll give you 25er, and you just drop me off when we get there. My Airbnb is probably like 15 minutes away.
And
anyways.
then we'll stop at Snappers in Key Largo. Oh my God, I
Look,
love
he's
that.
already at it.
already
stuff to it.
down for the
He's already-
plan. So proving
Oh,
my point.
Bro, I went to Snappers
Yeah,
3
you lost.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely
Three
lost.
times.
He lost so hard, he
Ah,
doesn't realize that he's lost
Fuck
right
it.
now.
I'm changing the subject.
I'm changing the subject.
I went to Key West,
was
right?
quick.
And I stopped at Snappers. That one time it was on Google or whatever. I just wanted some motherfucking oysters. That's all I wanted. You know what I mean? So I stopped at Key Largo, Snappers, and I met some guy. He was really drunk motherfucker. He's like, "Oh, you want a green tea shot? I got you." All right, cool, man. Get me a green tea shot. Well, I'm doing paperwork and shit like that, and I see this guy here, and then okay, fine. And I go again. This is like 3 weeks later. I go again because I'm in the Keys. I'm hungry. I want some more oysters. You know, I see that motherfucker again with another guy, right?
Does he buy another shot?
Nah, he doesn't buy me another shot. He offered me to go smoke with him though, but I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm just chilling here. And then the other guy, he was like, and then I had the windows down. You know, he was like, oh, how do you get your hair to stay up like that? And I'm like, bro, it's just the wind, bro. You know, whatever. I just fixed my hair. He was just being an asshole. And he goes, where you from? I go, from Pakistan. He goes, oh, so you're one of those Arab motherfuckers, huh? And then everyone just stopped. Like, I'm at the outside bar, and everyone was like, just quiet now. And everyone was like, yo, just chill, man. He's drunk, man. Like, they, like, immediately, like, they didn't even hesitate to try to start defending him. And he starts laughing, you know, like joking around, and now I'm joking around with him or whatever. And some other
Little
lady,
does he know.
little does he know that
Wakaz
shit,
probably got way worse jokes than he could ever think
you know
of.
what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, it was nothing to me, but everyone else thought it was bad.
Yeah.
I laughed it off because I thought it was funny as fuck.
No,
But
them
everyone
Arab
else was like,
motherfuckers.
"Oh
Arab
shit!" Yeah. So then later on, he talking about some lady who's very nice to me, and he was like, "Better watch out for her. She puts you in a leg lock, and she shaves." And it was just some lady, like, and I'm
Wait,
out
what?
here, yeah.
This is
Put
a
you in
dude
a
that
head-
bought you a shot.
This is another dude.
Said she
That
put
dude
you in
that
a
bought me-
headlock and what?
She'll put you better watch out where she puts you in a headlock. I'm sorry, a leg lock.
Okay.
And then she goes, but the best part is she shaves. Just joking like that. Whatever. Third time I go out there, this is another 3 weeks later, I see the same motherfucker, right? This time I smoke him out
Wait,
on
so
the
is this a
joint.
guy that bought you a shot, or is this the guy that's talking about the lady in the headlock? Are these two different people?
Two different people.
kinda-
I met one guy all 3 times. First guy bought me the shot the first time. Second time, I didn't smoke or drink with him. Smoke with him. Third time, I smoked him out. The second time was the guy with the Arab dude, right?
So that's not the same guy.
So
Two
you're like,
guys.
oh, that Arab, you're the Arab nigga, or
Whoa.
whatever. Oh,
Whoa.
shit, man, fuck. I was like, you're that Arab guy. Huh?
Yeah.
You're that
Yeah.
Arab guy. And the third time, I ended up sitting
Yeah.
next to him, and he's a cool guy. He's a real cool guy. You know, he didn't say anything, any kind of racist or anything, but we were just chopping it up. But it's weird because these older white people, they just have these local bars, and they just go there every day talking crazy to the bartenders. I think that shit's hilarious,
I mean, how old are they?
bro. And they're like 50s, 60s,
Yeah.
They're in the Keys. They're living their vacation life.
Yeah, of course they're gonna talk
They're out
crazy to
here
the bartenders.
crazy.
I was born in 1942. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. It was cool. It was cool to watch my mom get beat when I was growing up. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, am I lying?
No.
I mean, I wouldn't say cool,
Well, yeah.
but it was definitely a normal thing, like watching your mom get smacked up in the 40s. I'm
In
110% sure.
in the 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably go tell your dad that mom did this, wanting her to go get smacked up.
You probably smacked your mom once or twice.
I don't know about that.
Mm.
In the 40s?
Go watch some Lifetime movies, bro. Go watch like some old ass like
I don't know.
like some old movies, like old 90s movies where they like go back into like the 40s and he's like, why I oughta, and the dad
To the
dies. The dad dies and then the son's there.
Like one day, Lois. To
You know
the
what I'm saying?
moon.
Like Scarface. Doesn't he smack the fuck out of his sister in Scarface? Like beats the shit out of her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're grown.
Gina.
They're grown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your sister, not your mom's.
I mean,
Not your mom's. You crazy?
you crazy?
Not your mom's.
You wouldn't fight your mom?
No, bro.
Nah.
I would just put her maybe in like a hold which you can't get out of.
You wouldn't fight your mom?
I could never fight my
See,
mom.
the thing is, okay, I'm not saying that I would fight my mom. Oh, wow. Siri, listen to you fighting your mom. Sending your mom messages.
Like, oh my god.
Recording your conversation.
Oh my God.
See, the thing is, I
Sorry,
wouldn't
Mom.
fight my mom. 110%.
Sorry, Mom.
Would never throw fists with my mom. But whenever I get in trouble with my mom or have gotten in trouble, my mom my mom's not like a spank.
She squares up.
Yeah, my mom's a square up mom. My mom is a mom that
She'll
like,
put her set up and ask you what's up.
yeah, how about this? Like, if you've ever been in a fight or whatever, like one of the first fights you've ever been in, you probably get punched in the stomach and you lose all the wind in your stomach. Like, I don't know how to explain that feeling if it's never happened to you.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I've gotten punched with not with a fist, but with
Or
a...
like there's a moment
boxing
where you get the
gloves.
wind knocked out of you and you're like literally like on the ground, like I cannot like I cannot breathe right now. That's happened to me maybe a few times. And I will say my mom has done that to me like 4 times. Like knocked the wind out of my like chest. Like came home late, 1 a.m., looked at me, just like boom, you know, just right in the fucking chest.
Knocked you in the chest.
Yeah, coming through the front door. It's like boom, in the chest. There was one time, I probably shouldn't say this in the podcast, but you know, whatever. There was one time I fell asleep at our friend's house, JC, because
Yeah, JC, my dog JC.
I fell asleep at JC's house, and I had a curfew at this point in time. Fell asleep at his house. I getting high, you know, obviously. And I woke up, it was like 2:30 in the morning. So immediately I knew I was fucked. But I was like, yo, to be honest, I can't just stay here. You know, that's the thought process. Is like, do I stay here and just deal with it in the morning, or do I go home, you know, and you know, deal with it then?
I would have gone home right away.
Yeah, so I went home right away. And before I even got out of the car, my mom comes out of the house. And I'm like in the cul-de-sac. So my house is in a cul-de-sac and like it's at the like the circle point. So we're turning around and like I'm pulling up and I see my mom come out of the house.
Yeah, because
And-
someone had to call him in.
Well, no, nobody called in. I have a
Well, at the gate, or you had the sticker to get in.
yeah, I have my little ID to get in, so they don't call.
Yeah.
She must have just been waiting.
Just
Or
waiting outside.
just waiting for me.
Just looking at the driveway, waiting
So-
for someone to pull up.
We pull up,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna blame JC, but JC definitely could have taken some action. It probably would have ended me up in a lot more trouble. But anyways, so JC pulls up, and my window's down. My mom just walks up to the car, and when I say my mom split me with her right hand, with her right fist, through the window 5 times. I'm talking about like connected, like one, like a punching bag, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Bobbing.
And then looked at JC and said, Michael doesn't live here anymore. And then went inside. I swear to God, The honest to God truth. Honest to God truth. Got split in the passenger seat with Jay-Z. My seatbelt was still on, bro. Seatbelt was still on.
That's wild.
You couldn't even move out the way. Your
Nope.
seatbelt's restricting your
I mean,
fucking
to be
movements.
honest, you see your mom come out of the house at 3 a.m. You don't expect her to
To unleash.
fucking 5-piece you, you know? Wow. Throw a chain combo.
With the same hand.
With
So
the
that
same
means
hand.
You had the time to look at her and kind of dodge, but you were like, you know what? Let me
through a
let me-
passenger window
let me
of
not
a car.
dodge any of my mom's punches, dude.
Yeah, through a passenger window of a car. Just Yep.
That's crazy.
just like that. So that's what that was. But yeah, so I wouldn't fight my mom, but my mom would definitely fight me. I don't know
my
if that's a
mom's like
difference.
4'10". Like I could never.
Yeah, my mom's like 5'3".
The only
But
thing I could do to my mom is either just hold her hand so she doesn't hit me,
I just block.
or just block. But the thing is that me blocking will hurt her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like me doing
You could
this,
do like a.
like putting my arm out. That means her hand's coming this way. That means her wrist is gonna get hit by my forearm.
you know, to be
And
honest,
now-
you probably.
and now she's like, you hit me.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But to be honest, you'll probably be like me in the car where you won't even block it.
Most of the time, I won't even block it. I would never.
You're just gonna take the hit.
It's not gonna be that hard. You know?
I mean,
And if you
Well, I mean, it's different for you. I
if
mean,
you dodge, they get madder. Like they get more.
yeah.
I mean, not to be like sexist or anything, but if my dad did that, I definitely would have been. Well, not my dad. Like if my stepdad did that, I definitely probably would have been unconscious. You know.
yeah.
Not saying my mom was like throwing out baby punches. Like they were fucking.
Yeah, but
Like, she
but
got,
your
like-
stepdad is a giant. He's not giant, but he's a big grown.
It's a big old
man,
Mexican man.
and he's been in in situations.
Yeah,
where
no.
you
If he
gotta-
got me 5 times in the same fashion that my mom got
You're
me,
out
I
cold.
would have
Out
I
cold.
would have slumped for a little bit. I probably would have like head dropped, been out
Yeah.
for a couple seconds, 110%. Because she like clean, like connected, like all 5 times. Like didn't like
yeah.
form was clean,
Yeah,
nothing
she-
was sloppy.
She know how to fight.
Yeah, my mom grew up in the streets of Baltimore, bro. So, yeah, my mom grew up fighting crackheads and shit, walking to school. So, is that what else? What else you want to talk about, guys?
Well, I don't know, man. I ain't got shit to talk about, man. What the fuck?
But you started this podcast off by saying, "Yo, we should have things to talk about."
Yeah, but we should have.
I do.
Go right ahead then.
So you know what's funny? In my notes, I just have butthole written in all caps. My next thing is it possible to talk with misspelled words? I forgot where I was, but I was definitely high when I thought of this. Do you know how you like can spell a word wrong and not know that you spell it wrong your entire life?
No word.
Like surprised.
Yeah, like you know the word surprised and you write it down.
S-U-R.
And you may not necessarily be like, I'm spelling this wrong, but you have been writing it wrong for like forever.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Surprise. S-U-R-P. I thought it was S-U-P. Surprise. That's surprise.
Like the other day, I found out it's Wednesday, not Wednesday.
Oh no, I've been on.
Oh
that.
no, that had been known.
The DB comes before the end. And
Yeah.
to be honest, just like I'm 30 years old. And I'm saying that I found this other day. I know it's wrong when I type it, but every time I type it, I just subconsciously just go W-E-N-D, and then my phone autocorrects it. Or like I'll type it, I'm like, that looks wrong, and I'll fix it.
Yeah, no, I've been known, but
So like,
I know what you mean though.
if I'm spelling it wrong, but I say Wednesday, technically I'm saying it wrong as well, because I don't know how it's written. Right?
Because you'd be saying like Wednesday.
I'm not saying Wednesday. I'm saying I'm saying Wednesday. I'm saying Wednesday, but I don't know how it's written.
Yeah, yeah.
Wed-
I get you. You know how to.
Wednesday.
It's what? Yeah, it's.
I know how to say
Wednesday.
it, right?
Yeah.
But because I don't know how it's written, would it be like I'm not saying the word correctly? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I speaking improperly still? Because I don't know how the word is written.
No, I don't think so. Because if you're saying it right,
Like, imagine if I don't know how to write the word is, but I can say it.
it's different. Written like if you write something,
Uh-huh.
you're reading it.
Uh-huh.
But if we're talking,
I'm talking about I'm a grown man and I don't know how to write a sentence, but I can have this conversation with you.
yeah.
Technically,
Like
I'm-
baloney.
I'm
and
speaking
kernel.
wrong. Like, I think if you don't know how to spell a word and you know how to say the word, you're saying the word wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, you're
Like,
saying the
that.
word.
That's my question. The other day, I was pretty high, and I was like, "Yo, if you don't know how to spell a word, technically, you might be saying the word wrong because you don't know how to write it. You know what I'm saying? You know how to say it. Sure, I heard it correctly, but you're not using that word correctly because you spell it. You remember, like, when you're in school, you would say something smart, and your friend would be like, "Spell it," and if you couldn't spell it, everybody would laugh at you. And it's like, I know how to use the word, bro. Just because I don't know how to spell it doesn't mean I'm a dumbass. But technically, you are a dumbass because you don't know how to spell the fucking words you know how to use. You goddamn pleb. You know, if you're using words,
I guess it's like,
how do you not know how to spell it? You know,
so you're saying, like, if I use a word, like, I should be, like, if I ask you, it's like, yo, what does that word mean? You should be able to tell me what it means.
yes,
And
it's
if you
like
don't know what it means, then you don't know the word.
it's like owning a car, paying insurance for a car, paying tax for a car, paying tolls for a car, paying for gas for a car, and you don't know how to drive. What do you mean you don't know how to drive? You don't know how to do the main thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do everything else except, like, the one thing that translate into it being useful. I could say the word help, but then if I had to, like, write it on the beach, if I'm stranded, and I write PLSE, you are a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? You're an idiot. You've been saying help this wrong this whole time. You get to put it like that. Right?
That's funny as fuck.
Like, if I have to say, yo, Hota, where are you at? I can call you and say that. But then what if I got to text you? And I'm like, it's like, yo, Michael's, you might be missing a few chromosomes,
like on
dude.
some Charlie shit.
I get you. Yeah.
So technically, if you cannot spell a word, you are saying it wrong. You may know how to pronounce the word, but you're still saying it wrong. Like, it's like,
you don't know what it means.
it's like if there were subtitles for your speech, like an anime, there would be like that red line under the word that you used. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know how you type something and it gives you that red line? Like, yo, you spelled this shit wrong. Yeah, like if there's subtitles, like whenever subtitles, it would fix it. It would just put it there
Red.
and put a red line under it. Like, this guy doesn't know.
What he's saying.
And you click
What
on
he's
that
saying.
line and see what it.
Listen,
what it
you
could
heard
be.
the sentence correctly, but he doesn't know what he's saying.
Yeah.
So just take that into account. You know, whatever that means. If you think if it means
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
stupid, if you think he means he has a child of an infant, whatever that means to you, sure. But you know, I think if you're using words, you should know how to spell it. Just once you reach the age of, like, I'd say, 21.
Yeah.
Once reading starts to count, which also another thing that leads into something I had to say. Yo, do you know how important reading is?
Yeah, it teaches you like a lot of vocabulary.
I don't think you guys realize how important reading is, because I don't think there's
That's
been
how
a.
you learn.
So I'm gonna leave you guys with something, right? And then you guys are gonna be saying this for the next, like, I'd say next 3 months. Reading is important. That phrase, reading is important, right? I've said that phrase like 7 times in the last 4 days, just because I heard somebody say it and I thought it was hilarious. Like, there was some dude, right? I forget. I think it was in like a fucking Chick-fil-A or something. And I went inside, and the guy was trying to throw his tray away. And it was like one of those little sensor things, right? And on the sensor thing, it said, "Hold tray here." And then his friend came and just pointed and was like, "Reading is important." And then everybody started laughing like, that's all fine. And I would like did a little chuckle. And then it just stuck with me. Like, that was funny. It's crazy how people just don't fucking read.
at all.
Like, literally, people just don't read things. Like, just don't
Bro,
read
we had that same experience,
anything.
bro.
Like, how do you not?
When you work at a mall, if any of you guys work at a mall, you know the sign says how much the rack costs. The sign says how much everything in that fucking rack costs. It says it right there. They'll look at me and be like, "Hey, how much is this?" I'm like, "It's 50% off, like the sign says." It's right there. It's right there. It's not.
No. People don't know how to read, bro.
People don't know how to read.
You know?
You saw the big,
You saw the
Boom.
big fucking thing,
but you didn't read.
and you didn't fucking read it. Like, we were talking about, like getting a fucking power cord, right? I'm like, yo, we need the new iPhone cord for the car. Right? Cool. iPhone cord for the car. USB iPhone cord. Goes into Five Below, comes back out, micro USB. See, you didn't read it. You didn't read it. You just went to where the cords were. You saw a cord and you picked it up. You didn't even read it. It literally says, it's like, oh, I didn't know.
Dude, I'll go.
What do you mean you didn't know? How did you not know? It says micro USB.
I'll even
And
look
you
to
opened
see
the back. You
what
opened it.
brand, and like I'm like, all right, let me see which one's better. Let me see what you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
you
just
kind of
grab.
just like see what brand's better, what better price, you know. Then you catch your fuck up right there. Like, hold up,
Exactly.
this one says C, this one says micro. What's going on here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, that it doesn't
read.
register in.
Yeah, you read. You don't just-
doesn't register in the
don't just-
brain.
No.
Yeah, this one.
Some people
Boom.
that doesn't register, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's just like that. Like, you know what it was too when I realized that rewatching South Park like 3 years ago, watching the Apple episode, where it's like, y'all, you didn't read it, and like they human centipeded them together.
Yeah.
You
Oh
remember
yeah, the
that
fine
episode?
print. Yeah,
The
the
fine print.
one.
And they just kept signing it over and over again. It's like they
Yeah.
don't learn their lesson. It's like, yo, to be honest, like, why the fuck don't people read that? I'm not gonna sit here and say that I fucking sit here and read the fucking Apple fine print, but it is literally things like, yo, I bought this thing and didn't read, and now I'm stuck with this thing that I opened that I didn't read. Like,
Yeah,
yo, what do you,
Kyle is the middle.
like, yo, when people buy stuff on Amazon, it's like, I didn't know it was 7 inches. It says right there.
7
It
inches.
says right there that this is a 7-inch tree. This is not a real Christmas tree. This is a figure Christmas tree. If you read the title, it says figurine 7-inch Christmas tree. You just saw a Christmas tree and you're like, shit, yeah, $5.
Boom. I'm getting a Christmas tree.
Yeah, so
For
people
the
don't know how to
For
read.
the 5, let's go. I'm not even gonna read nothing about it. This is $5.
I will say, if they are selling Christmas trees for $5, awesome.
How much are Christmas trees?
Like $30 maybe. For a good
I
one,
don't
like
know,
35,
actually.
40
I haven't
bucks.
bought one in a while.
35, 40 bucks.
That's all.
Like
it
a
costs
real
for
one? Or
A
real good one.
real deal good Christmas tree, you're paying like 50, 60 bucks. I would
50,
imagine.
60 bucks.
For a real deal one. If you're going to fucking Home
I'm
Depot
talking
in
about
your
all my shit-
neighborhood,
my shit to smell like a Christmas
well, all of
tree.
them smell like Christmas trees, but I'm talking about like if you want one that's like, yo, this is a fucking movie Christmas tree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those.
One of those 50, 60 bucks. But if you're going to Home Depot and just getting a Christmas tree, that's just a Christmas tree,
Yeah.
you know, it may not be the ugliest, but it's definitely not the tallest and the best Christmas tree, you know. It's bigger than you. It's about
Like a regular tree.
like a regular tree, like
I
6
know what
foot.
you mean.
6
It's
feet.
Like, yeah.
You know, if
Oh,
you are
that's
under
small.
if you are under 6'3", the tree is taller than you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to reach up and touch it. I'm not talking about a fucking tree that
Yeah, you don't gotta put stairs.
your chin. You don't got to put stairs to do it. I'm talking if those Christmas trees where you got to get like a ladder and shit, those are like 50, 60, maybe $100, depending on where you go. You're going to
Yeah.
a Christmas tree farm for that.
Yeah.
If you're going to Home Depot or Walmart, like most average people, you're getting like a 6'2" tree for like 25, $30. I will say
That's-
though,
that's not
people
bad.
don't know
That's
the
not
hardest
bad.
part.
I
Yeah.
didn't know.
That's not bad.
Hardest part is not getting the goddamn Christmas tree though.
It's the ornaments.
No, it's not the ornaments.
It's getting it to your spot.
No, it's not getting into your house.
No.
No.
It's when you undo
Oh,
it,
after?
the thing comes out.
No, what?
The hardest part about getting a Christmas tree is getting a stand that can hold the Christmas tree.
Oh.
I bought a Christmas tree,
Okay.
and my Christmas tree lived in a Home Depot bucket filled with 10-pound rocks for about a week because 3 Walmarts, this was maybe 2 years ago, 3 Walmarts and Targets, I'm talking about everywhere, like I could possibly think of. I will say that like I could buy a reasonable priced tree thing because, you know, I spent $30 on my tree. I'm not about to spend $75 on my tree holder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The ones at Walmart, for 3 Walmarts for like 2 weeks. And this is like November 27th. This is like 2 days after Thanksgiving because I was having a dinner at my house. So I wanted a Christmas tree for Thanksgiving dinner. Could not find a tree holder. Had to stick it in a Home Depot bucket with some heavy rocks. The hardest part about getting a goddamn Christmas tree is getting the goddamn thing that can hold the Christmas tree because people don't realize you could buy the fucking Christmas tree, but what are you going to put your Christmas tree in? It's not just going to lean.
The stand.
Yeah.
So you can't.
So do you
just-
have a Christmas tree stand in your house?
No.
Do you even know what a Christmas tree stand would look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind
Would
of.
you know how to bootleg a Christmas tree stand in your house? Basically, that's what I'm asking.
No.
To bootleg one?
Most dudes can bootleg something. If I need a table, I can go bootleg a table real quick.
Yeah.
A Christmas tree stand, I'm going to tell you that right now, it's a very specific device that was invented by a very smart human being because they're like, yo, there's no way you're going to be able to get around this. This is literally designed to hold a fucking Christmas tree, bro.
It's
You're-
gotta have some kind of like root.
By the
system.
time, because by the time I spent trying to bootleg the Christmas tree, I spent $30, and that's half of the $75 Christmas tree. And then I ended up buying one for $35. So I spent $65 to try and do this Christmas tree, to fucking keep this Christmas tree standing up. Sweeping it, it's whatever. You know, there's a hell of fucking pine needles, but the
And
smell
you gotta be
is
careful
worth
with
it.
the cats too.
Cats love Christmas trees. That is true.
Cats love Christmas trees.
Cats
Yeah.
love Christmas trees.
But
what
it's bad.
happened?
It's also bad for them.
Well, the thing is, because it's got ornaments, there's a bunch of shiny shit on there. It's a tree. It's something to climb. They're just
the
cats.
tree itself is
Yeah.
bad for them.
You know,
Oh,
it's
damn,
giving off a
sucks.
smell. There's a bunch of things with the Christmas tree. It's textured. A million.
It's not good for them.
Yeah. But if I was a cat, I could definitely see why I would be fucking with the Christmas tree.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Climbing that bitch, got ornaments,
Yeah,
smack
it has
these
nice
ornaments
smell too
around.
and everything else.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a little playground for them.
Definitely a little playground for them. You know, cats find entertainment in
Jump up,
boxes.
Yeah.
Got lights and shit. Yeah.
Like if you have trees, usually you'll see them. They'll climb trees. It's like, oh, look at this.
Yeah, whenever I
Yeah.
take Yoda Beach outside, beelines it for the tree, and I have to like hold her leash so she does not completely. It's like something just like, oh, tree.
Tree. I gotta go up there.
Don't know why.
Damn.
Cats.
Wish I had a cat, man. That'd be cool.
Didn't you say you wanted a cat?
I wanted a cat, bro, but my mom would kill me. I don't feel like having a cat.
You know, you say that, but then the second you get a pet, your parents are probably the ones that love the pet the most.
Yeah, I know. Everyone says that.
It happens. It happens.
Especially if you get like a baby, and it's like, yo, you guys cannot kill this. You guys have children.
Yeah.
Something in them clicks where it's like, you know what? I'm mad at you, but I'm not going to be mad at that baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then what you also do, which will cause more anger, but you tell them how much you spent on the baby. So now you can't return it. I can't get rid of it because as a parent, the last thing I want you to do is waste money and me be the reason for it.
Yeah.
So you're going to keep that and take care of it. And then I'm going to love that thing because it's a baby.
But I don't want it to be like my room cat, you know?
Listen,
Just
my
a-
mom
I mean,
didn't
to
want,
be honest, when you get a baby cat, when you get a baby pet, you're going to want it to be your room pet. You're not going to want it to explore the house.
Exactly.
You're going to be like, yo, I want you to
My
stay
mom
right here on my bed.
Didn't want a dog. We got a dog, and we got it. She's like, oh, why'd you guys get a dog? Whatever. Why did you guys do this? She started keeping the dog in her room. None of us. We were like, yo, I want to sleep in my bed. He's like, no. He sleeps with me. Guess where my dog is?
Your mom's.
With my mom's.
Yeah. Nah, 'cause I had asked this question
That's
to
her baby
somebody who
now.
owned pets. I was like, because some people are like, nah, man, that's my sister's pet, or nah, that's my dad's pet. You know, like they don't really like give a fuck about the pet.
What?
It's weird. I know I had a friend like, oh yeah, that dog is like I can't control him. You know what I mean? And he goes, bro, I don't know, man. That's my sister's pet.
Well, yeah, that
what I
I
mean?
kind of get where it's like, yo, that's not my pet.
Yeah, I mean, I just that's their pet. Like I
It'd be
guess
like if
I
you
guess
live
that
in
happens when
roommates.
because that happens when if you gotta feed it and clean up after it, then that kind of
but to be
becomes
honest, that-
you build that bond. But if you're not doing any of that shit, you're not walking it, feeding it, any of that stuff. That pet just becomes just a pet in the house from some.
Yeah, but
somebody else does it all.
I think
for.
that comes from the people not liking each other. Oh, we got to wrap up soon. There was a beef. I'll tell you a story real quick. There was a beef in my last house, and it became because our friend came and watched our pets, but didn't pick up after them. So like the cat's litter box was full after 4 days, and the dog, if it peed or pooped on the ground, he wouldn't wipe it up.
oh shit.
So we were like, dude, what the fuck is going on? He's like, bro, like I took them out. I fed them. I did that. I was like, yeah, but there's like poop. And again, it's not everywhere. We didn't come to the house and it's like, what the hell? But we came in, there's like a pee spot and poop. And then the cat litter box thinks, it's like, what did this guy do this whole time? You know what I'm saying? Like the house is kind of not dirty, but like looks like animals just ran around here for 4 days.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, bro, but I took care of the animals. Like, yo, dude, but like, to be honest, like next time, you know, like if the dog pisses on the kitchen floor, just be a human being and wipe that up. You know, you're watching the pets for us. He was like, but why do I have to do that? It's like, well, because you're watching the pet. Like, if I had a child and my child peed themselves, I would expect you to change the diaper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I'm letting you watch my child, I think you're responsible enough to do that. So I thought you were responsible enough to watch my dog and our cats, and you'd be responsible enough to see if you see poop.
If you can't
pick it up,
if you
but
can, then you say, "Hey,
clearly-
man, I can't."
You know, but
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like if
Yeah.
exactly. If you were to ask me,
I ain't-
"Hey, watch,"
I ain't touching no shit.
what do you mean, what cause?
yeah, you would.
I'm not.
You wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you
It'd
would.
be a big
What cause?
problem. I would have to use
What
a
cause?
shovel or something.
You would have to use a shovel. You have to use a shovel. If Holta said, "Watch, can you watch my house, dude? I'm going to be gone for a week. I don't trust anybody else, dude. My neighbors are sketchy. You can just
I mean,
come.
yeah, it was
You can just come,
predetermined.
hang out here, and it's Holta, your homie. You come, you
Yeah.
can chill, you can smoke, bro, watch the
You're gonna
TV,
say if
gives you the
the cat-
password, shit, right in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, I'd pick
You're gonna
that.
leave it
I'll-
there?
You're gonna leave it there
because I'm coming back. You know what I
day
mean?
one,
Like,
day one. So it's gonna
yeah,
be dry.
No. I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
I'll pick
Okay,
that
that's
shit
what
up.
we're saying.
That's what we're saying. You would pick it up.
Yeah, I'd pick it up.
You're not gonna be like, bro, I'm not picking that up. You wouldn't leave it there for 4 days, and then when Hunter gets back, he's like, "What is this?" You'd be like, "What? What, bro? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't do it. I didn't shit on the ground. I'm not saying you
Your
did.
cat did.
I never said you shit on the ground.
Okay, it's different. If you just come and say, "Yo, I'm running late, bro. I want to open the door for you. Just feed my dog, and you can be out."
That I understand,
If
but
I
if
see shit on the floor, I see shit
yeah,
on the
okay,
floor.
cool. I can't go home real quick, and you're in the neighborhood, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever that scenario is, that you're gonna go feed my dog for me really quick. I don't know why, but sure, yeah.
Or like one night, like just you go in there at nighttime,
Exactly.
feed them.
Sure.
So would you
If
leave
there's
the
poop
shit-
on the ground, dude, yeah,
would
I
you
don't
leave it
expect
there
you
or
at
would you
1
clean it,
o'clock in the
though?
morning to
No,
pick
but
it up. No,
would you-
I'm
I
not
would pick
cleaning
it
up
up.
pee at 1 or 2 in the morning.
If you asked me to come check on the cats real quick, and you're home, and you'll be home in like the next couple hours, and there's piss on the ground, I'm not cleaning that up for you.
I know you're coming home. at
I
4
know
or
you're
4
coming
o'clock.
home.
I
If
know
I'm
you're coming
watching the
home
house,
in 3 or
if I'm
4.
watching the house, how about this? If I'm watching the house, and I come on a Wednesday, say you leave on a Monday and you come back on Friday, right? On Monday, Tuesday,
You
Wednesday.
mean,
I'd clean that up.
In
you're
that
busy, your
scenario,
dog
even-
needs to eat
even
at
on
like
Friday.
4 o'clock, but you're not getting home till 9. And you know he's
But
like, yo,
I already
at,
like I
at
don't
like
know.
3:30, just feed him.
Okay, good scenario. We're both at work. We work together. I get off a couple hours before you. I live in the same kind of area as you.
Just feed
Right.
my homie right quick.
Yo,
man.
can you take out my dog real quick and feed him?
Yes.
I'll be home at 9 o'clock, but he's gonna wild out if I don't. I got you, bro. I'm not cleaning up pee or poop because I know you're gonna be home at 9 p.m. You're at work. You were at
I'm
work
not-
just like
I'm
me.
not
I
house
will.
watching
I
your
would.
shit.
But if you
No,
were
but
on,
I'm just
if
doing
I
your.
saw it,
I'm
I
just doing
would.
you a favor by
I
feeding your
underst-
dog so your,
Because I
your
know
dog
what it is
doesn't
to
get-
come. Yo, I know what it is to come home to that. So I'm like, yo,
Right.
I got
Oh
you.
yeah,
But
so
at the same
how do you
time-
think
Yo,
I feel? How do you
because-
think I feel coming home to that's not even my home
exactly.
and having to clean that shit?
If you're out of town, that's my home. While you're out of town, this is my house. I have to treat this like my house. I have to clean up like it's my house. And if Holter's coming home from vacation, if you're coming home at 9 p.m. and I come to you check on the house at like 6 p.m. and there's shit everywhere, I'm gonna clean it up because I don't want you to come home from vacation and see poop. But if we're at work and you're like, yo, can you go to the house really quick and just check something for me? I'm not about to. I might as well do the dishes for you if there's dishes in there.
Yeah, man. Where your laundry at?
If the laundry, you know what I'm saying? If I walk in and the
I get
laundry
you, I
thing
get
goes
you.
off, I might as well take that out for
I
you.
get you. I get
It's
you.
it's
trash.
like as
Yeah.
homies,
I get you.
yeah, as homies, yeah. Like if I'm
There's-
about to, if
there's-
I'm
there's
like,
levels to this shit.
yeah.
There's levels. Yeah, I get you.
If you're like, yo, you're trying to smoke after work, you'll meet me there. Here, just take my keys, dog, because my dog will be there and you can hang out with him because he's gonna flip out. If there's poop in the ground, and you're about to pull up to the crib. Yeah, I'm chilling in your house. Yeah, bro, I'll pick up the poop.
I
Yo,
get
hold
you.
this my
If
homie.
you're just stopping by, yeah.
If I'm running in, not turning my car off,
Oh, no.
I'm not pee. I'm
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
at the pee
No, no,
like,
yeah, yeah.
oof, Holt is gonna be mad. And then I'm taking your dog, doing whatever
The
you're gonna
most
do. and
I'll
then
do,
getting
the
out.
most
I'll
I'll
text
do
you.
is I'll grab like 5 or 6 paper towels and just leave it.
Nah, if you do that, you clean it up.
Yeah,
If you
you
do
gotta
that,
do
you
that,
clean it
you
up.
gotta
If
clean
you go
it
get
up,
fucking
yeah.
paper towels and
Yeah.
you gonna put it there, clean it up, bro.
Yeah,
Oh.
not
Don't
just do it.
half-ass do a job.
I mean, it's
Don't start it or finish it.
let's
Either don't start it or you
All right,
finish it.
that makes sense to me too.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm fine.
That's like a dude
I
halfway doing, you're changing your oil and giving it back to you. Like, all right, bro, your turn. It's like, wait, what? What? There you go. I put the new oil thing in. I changed your cap. Now you just got to lower your car from this jack and back it out of the garage. I'm going to go on my lunch break. Like, what the fuck? Don't fuck nothing up.
Yep.
Don't fuck nothing up.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Nah, if you
Fuck
started,
that
you finished.
shit.
it, Yeah.
If you started, you finish it. And speaking of finished
Nah,
things,
fuck 'em,
we
man.
should wrap this up.
All right.
We should wrap this up.
Time to go.
Episode 7 in the books. Wakaz's back. We didn't even talk
Kaz
about
is
that.
back.
Talk about what?
You being gone for 2 episodes.
Man. Life. Life happens. All right.
Life. We're just gonna chalk it up to life. The hell, life happens.
man.
Life happens.
The hell. All right, guys. See you later. Happy Ramadan.
Later, man. Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak.
Ramadan Mubarak. By the time this comes out, it's probably will be Eid. So Eid Mubarak.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Not like a month. Before this comes out.
Yeah, no. Eid is coming up real soon. Very, 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 very soon.
So Eid Mubarak.
So Eid Mubarak, everybody.
Yeah.